You can see the sun's diffusing.
Hello everyone, welcome to Planet Wellness. It's Wednesday and it's our Facebook Live. If you're watching, please say hello in the comments below. Tell us where you're watching from, what's the weather like, and it's hashtag replay if you're watching on the replay. So today we're going to be talking about the health benefits of cherries, and we're going to be showing you our very own cherry tree with some cherries on it. So over to you, Ronald.
Yes, it's a beautiful day today. It's not sunny yet, but it's a semi-shade. You can probably see from the sun's not shining fully, but it's got a bit of cloudy. But it's going to be 24 degrees or so for the next 5 or 6 days, right? So which is great news for people who are working in the garden. Now, so we're going to give you some really good clues in the next few minutes about the benefits of cherries. In fact, I'm so convinced about how good cherries are that we've now got 22 fruit trees in our front garden, side garden, and rear garden, and we've got 22 fruit trees, and we've got 6 grapevines. But here's a clue: we've got 4 cherry trees. 4, all right? We've got 1 in the back, which we'll show you in a minute. We've got 2 on the side, and 1 in the front. The one in the front is about 7 years old. The one in the back is about 6 years old, and then the two of this, one is 3 years old, one's 2 years old. We've already had cherries from even the 2-year-old, but we had a prolific crop of blossoms in the front one and the back one. Unfortunately, we had a bit of a mini cyclone where the blossoms got blown away for about 80%. We would have had a stack of cherries, but we still managed to get quite a few. We still got quite a good taste of it. Now, why cherry is so important? Why do we plant 4 cherry trees? And these are big trees there. Looking, we're going to show you in a minute, trying the size of the trunk. Now, why cherry is so important? If you're suffering from osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, psoriatic arthritis, which are all to do with inflammation of the bones and tissues. Now, it's just so you know what it means. It might be rheumatoid arthritis, psoriatic arthritis, or rheumatoid arthritis. What it will mean is the word arthritis comes from the word arthros. It's a combination of arthros, which is Greek for joint, arthros, and RS. So arthritis means inflammation of the joints, right? Now, so cherries are very beneficial if you're eating about 20 or 30 cherries a day. Very beneficial for removing the inflammation of these types of arthritis. Also, the juice of cherries is excellent for gout. Now, I don't know whether you know, I've treated a lot of patients with gout in many countries. Right now in America, there's about 300 or so million people. About 11 million suffer from gout. And the people that I've spoke to that as patients that had gout, they described to me that it was like shards of glass, sharp glass, stuck in their feet, and every time they moved, the glass would penetrate into the tissues and the nerves and cause them absolute agony. And so much so even the strongest painkillers can't get rid of it, and you have to use 2 canes to walk if they can walk. Sometimes they can't walk at all, And they used to call gout the rich man's disease because it was to do with they thought with eating pork and pigs, wild pigs, pheasants, rich food. But I think it's probably a bit more than that. But so the main thing is that the people who suffer from gout, they would do anything to get rid of it. So what we do, we use fresh cherries. If you've got gout or arthritis, fresh cherries. But we also recommend a company that sells active cherries, like active nutritional cherries, and it's got 1,800 cherries per bottle. So it's very concentrated, and it's not expensive. It's good. Now, so we're going to show you the importance of when you eat 20 cherries, especially in season, like at the moment in the UK. The season is June, July, probably late, early August, but usually by the end of July, the cherries it's finished. It's all done. Now, what the other factors are important? When you eat cherries, it's also not just good for inflammation, it's also good for heart problems because of the blood factor. It also helps you to reduce your diabetes or reduce your blood sugar impact on diabetes. It helps your arteries to flow better. In addition to that, it's good for the nerves. It makes you sleep better if you have few cherries at night time. In addition to that, it has been found to be very effective against some types of cancer, right, which is to do with the immune system. So even when the cherries are semi-red, they're still quite tart and sour. But when they get bright red, they become quite strong with beta carotene. Now, they're also very, very good as a factor of the eyes. And I'm grateful that I know so much about eyes, because when you eat cherries on a regular basis, your vision improves. So I'll be 75 next month and still no glasses. So we're going to turn around. We're going to show you some of our cherries on our rear. Let's show them the trunk first. Show them the trunk.
Yes,
Yeah,
so this is the trunk. You can
just
see.
Just go close up there now, look.
You can see what Ronald's done is he's created like a microclimate
That's
to
right.
keep the roots of the tree warm,
Yes.
whatever, and moist as well,
Yes.
whatever the weather is like.
Yeah, that straw and compost you see around the trunk, that keeps the tree temperature at 12 degrees even in cold weather. So that's helped the tree to grow really, really well. Have a look at the size of the trunk. There's 4 trunks here. There's 3, 4, 5. And the main trunk is about probably close to about half a foot wide. Can you see the trunk?
You can see it's quite thick.
It's quite thick, very strong tree, right? And that's sitting right in our backyard. Now, just showed him this one cherry there for a start.
Yes,
See the cherry? Can you see that? Beautiful, isn't it?
Not quite ripe yet.
Not
but
quite ripe,
it's
yeah. But
about to be.
showed him another one up there.
Yeah.
Can you see more there?
Yes.
They're
there's more
past their
there.
best now, because there's a big cluster on this side. Come
Yeah.
this way. You come on this way, show them the cluster.
This one here.
No,
is
there's
very
another one
red.
further up there. Can you see up there at the top there? Can you see that?
Yeah, these are
Okay,
huge
look at these ones.
clusters
Look at these
here.
ones. Can you see the cherries?
Wow.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
See that? So that's how wonderful they are, right?
Yeah.
It's one of the most glorious sights that you can see when you see red cherries on your own cherry tree. Now, look at the cluster up that one. Very good. Now, one more thing. Don't despair if you can't grow a full-blown cherry like we have here. These days you can get some good gardening centers that they will give you information on getting a dwarf cherry tree. The dwarf cherry tree is about 5 to 6 feet tall, and you can maintain that, and you can get some really decent cherries from that. But if you've got land, if you've got about probably 10 square feet of land, you can put a cherry tree in. If I had any choice of any fruit tree, I would be putting the cherry tree primary.
Yeah, because cherries are really expensive.
They're expensive.
In the shops.
Yeah.
You're talking about at least £10 to get a
About
a
£10.
small
In one
amount.
of the farm shops that we look at to gauge prices, last week cherries were selling at £10 a kilo. You don't get much for a kilo. £10. You know, it's dearer than apples, it's dearer than everything else, but it's also like a luxury fruit. Okay, so if you want your immune system, if you want anti-inflammation, as long as you can get cherries from Spain as well, but you need to go to a shop that's turning over a lot of business, a lot of cherries. Otherwise, some cherries could be a month old, 2 months old, 3 months old. There's nothing like picking your own cherry from your own tree. So if you want more information, certainly contact us and we'll give you the advice on where you can get good cherry trees and where you can plant them.
Yeah. And we also wrote this book.
During the lockdown.
Eight proven secrets to boost your immune system.
Yes.
A while ago. So I'll share the link in the comments below. If you've not downloaded it, do download it. It's about 20 pages in total. And it'll give you a lot of good, useful advice as well as to how you can keep your immune system strong, especially this time when a lot of people are concerned about their health. Okay.
Very, very relevant. I wrote that book during lockdown because I realised that there were a lot of people worried about the virus that's currently attacking us, and but the thing about the immune system is not just about the current virus. It's about colds. It's about flu. It's about hay fever. It's about asthma. Anything to do with inflammation. If you build your immune system the way we teach you in the book, you're going to get fantastic results. And I'll prove it to you. Last 30 years, I haven't had colds, I haven't had flu, and Petrina used to get colds and flu first time I met her about 8 years ago. But now, in the last 4 years, since building up her immune system, she hasn't had a cold and she hasn't had flu for 4 years. She used to get flu once or colds 3 times in a year. Correct or not?
Yeah, at least once a year, because I was working in close proximity in a very small, unventilated room with people who used to get sick as well.
Yes.
So that's proven that obviously if you build up your immune system, it's fine, even if you're in close proximity with people who are ill.
Yes, yes.
So yes, just tag your friends who would like to have a look at this video. We'll be uploading this video later on our YouTube channel as well. So do like and subscribe it so that we can help this video reach a wider audience as well.
Yeah.
So,
show them another thought. Make them yearn for the cherries.
yeah,
Show them that big cluster up there. Have a look at that.
we're gonna have this
Have a
today.
Look at that. Have a look at that.
You can
Beautiful,
see
isn't it?
one of it is slightly eaten.
Yes,
Probably a bird got it.
Probably
You
bird
can
got it,
see
yeah.
on the
But you can
left.
still quite a
Yeah.
few there.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
lots there.
Yeah.
Enough for both of us.
Sometimes it's so effective you can see more red than green.
Yeah,
In other words, we'll have to prune it back this year.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, till next Wednesday. See you then. Hi Laura.
great
Hi
week.
Janet. Good to see you watching as well. Have a
Yes.
great day and let us know if you're going to be eating cherries today or this week.
You get it while it's cheap.
Yes. All right. Bye bye.
Okay.